warm welcome to a brand new series, Brunch with the CXO. I'm Devina Lasson, your host for this exciting series. Join me on a journey with India's most accomplished CXOs to uncover their career journeys, industry insights, and future forecasts. But this isn't your typical interview. We're adding a dash of flavor. We'll explore their culinary preferences, their travel escapades, personal reflections, and much more. All this while we drive through India's biggest cities, followed by an exciting conversation over brunch, bringing you a power-packed blend of wisdom and taste in each episode. Today, we're very excited to be joined by Lokesh Chandak, CFO, P&G Health. Stay tuned for a feast of inspiration. Hi Lokesh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you.
How are you? Thank you for joining us today.
It's going great.
How has your day been so far?
Yeah, it's been excellent.
Yeah?
Looking forward to talking to you.
Absolutely. Shall we make our way towards brunch?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Lokesh, you're here in India as a CFO at P&G Health, but I believe your career has been extremely illustrious and you've donned all kinds of roles and hats, and not only in India but internationally as well, right? So maybe you can tell us a little bit about your background and a little bit about your journey. What got you here to where you're at today?
Yeah, sure. It has been a great journey so far with P&G. I've been about 13 years with P&G and across 3 geographies. I've been working for 7 years in Singapore across multiple roles in finance, from cash flow to business planning, across different businesses.
Right.
And then I moved to Indonesia for almost 2.5 years for a plant CFO role, and in a very different manufacturing setup, a different culture. And then for the last now 3.5 years, I have been in India, where I came for the acquisition and integration of the Merck business, which we acquired globally. And then now I'm the CFO for this business. And overall, it has been a great journey personally, because I started from Calcutta. I was a CA and a CS, everything from Calcutta. And that time, I don't think I would have thought that I would be working in a multinational, which would be giving a diverse set of experiences across various geographies. And it has been very enriching personally and also professionally.
I can imagine. How did you get into P&G? How did that whole journey
Okay,
begin?
so that's very interesting. So what I knew when I was studying CA was that if you get a rank all India, especially maybe in the top 20 or top 30, then you get an interview with P&G.
Okay.
So they only invite rank holders. So
Wow.
I knew that you have to get into that zone.
And you knew you wanted P&G.
Yes, and I knew I wanted P&G because I had known from some of my seniors that P&G is a company which really values you as an employee. It drives work-life balance, and it takes people to different places, and you can grow your career. You can actually grow maybe half of your life with the company. And I had done some research over the net where there were various leaders in P&G who had joined them, and then they have retired successfully after 25 to 30 years of experience.
Yeah, fantastic. Is there any special connection you have with the city? Any specific memories or anecdotes that you'd like to share?
Yeah, actually first it feels great to be back in your own country, and to be a CFO in your country. There is nothing like that versus being a CFO outside. And what I really love about Mumbai is the Mumbai rain. I don't know how many people love that.
That's quite rare, I think.
Yes, indeed. But I frankly love it because those 4 or 5 months, the weather is awesome. And the place where it cools down a bit, and especially the drives to Lonavala or Mahabaleshwar, and you have a lot of places. There's a lot of greenery in and around Mumbai, because in Mumbai you hardly find greenery.
Not really.
So that is the season in which you can find all this. And frankly, from a place where I live, I can see the entire mangroves from there. So that's like my favorite thing about Mumbai. I really love going to Marine Drive with my family, especially in the mornings when you go. It's very peaceful, and when it's raining, and then you can see the tides. So that would be my favorite spot in Mumbai. But overall, the rainy season is the best, as long as you don't get stuck in traffic.
Which is quite hard to do, isn't it? to beat the traffic during
Yes, and maybe I came in Mumbai just 3 months before COVID.
Right, wow.
And 2 years was less traffic
At
because
home,
of COVID. So you enjoyed
Sure.
that thing working from home.
Yeah. What happens in the case of, say, COVID? Completely unforeseen, really all-encompassing challenge. How do you manage these situations, and how do you assess the preparedness of your organization as well? Is it even possible to know how prepared you are to deal with such situations?
Great question. Actually, COVID was a once in a lifetime event.
Hopefully,
I think once in a
yes.
century. Yeah. And it was tough. It was pretty tough because for a few weeks our collections had stopped, right? Our employees who used to go and visit doctors, we had to ask them to work from home because of course there was a lockdown.
Of course.
And even after the lockdown was over, we asked our employees to continue to work from home for the safety of our employees. And again, this comes from the values which the company has. But we don't want to compromise with the health and safety of our employees.
Yeah. For every leader like yourself, you do require a balance, right?
Yes.
You need the 360-degree perspective and holistic approach to life. What would you say balance means for you?
For me, the balance means having a great personal life, especially with your family.
Yeah.
So for me, that starts first. And then enjoy what you do in your work. Because there are a lot of different understanding on the work-life balance. In P&G, we really promote work-life balance for all our employees, including leaders. What a work-life balance for me may be very different than someone in my team. For me, it's about ensuring that I enjoy and I love what I do at work. And then when I'm with my family, and I also spend that equal time with them versus being distracted when you're in a personal time with work or when you're in work with your with this. And at the same time, I have put a lot of focus and emphasis on my own personal fitness and personal growth, which is through reading books and then having a good workout, which ensures that you continue to work longer.
Yeah, that's true. Well, since you mentioned your personal fitness and workout, I will reveal now that we've picked a very special spot, especially for our brunch, because it's known for very healthy food that is nourishing, but it's still going to be something unique. It tastes different, so I hope you're going to enjoy that.
Yeah, I think sure.
So Lokesh, on that note, we've just reached our brunch place. As I said, we had a little surprise in store for you. It's a lovely place called True Fit Gourmet, and it's all about healthy eating, which I believe is something that's quite close to you and your heart as well.
Yes, I think that's the mantra which I've taken if you want to continue work for a long time.
Yes.
And stay also fit in your personal life.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Great. Curious, as a leader and as a CFO, what's your approach to overall understanding the health, the financial health of your company? How do you go about that? And there must be some tools and metrics that you use. How would you?
Yeah, and actually the first and foremost, it starts from how much cash you are making. So as a thumb rule, which we also measure globally and also in India, how balanced is your sales and profit growth? And when I meant balanced, it's about not growing one measure and not growing other. And if you have demonstrated that over a 5-year period or a 3-year, and if on a 10-year period, which means you are in a great or perfect financial health.
In addition to understanding where the balance sheets are, I'm sure there's a lot of tech as well, right, that goes into supporting your role, that goes into assessing the metrics and where the company's financial health is at. So if you could help us understand how tech plays a role for your kind of expertise as well.
Okay, sure. I think with time now, tech has really evolved. We are in the age of artificial intelligence. With every day, new and new tools are coming, which is helping you to analyze trends faster. Now, a lot of this is done on the back end in terms of getting reads on where the opportunities are for us in growing the business, which in the past would take multiple Excel or financial models, and today we can just easily get it. A simple example would be 3 years back, before COVID or during COVID, when our employees used to go and detail products to doctors, they used to have a physical detailing aid. Now all of them have a tablet and they detail it to doctors through that.
What would you say are some of the biggest trends right now that you're focusing on as an area of research and therefore applying those learnings to how you function?
Yes. So what has changed dramatically after COVID is everyone is looking for now superior product.
Yeah.
Versus in the past where you would trade down. Everyone is now looking for those companies who are providing quality products, maybe even at a higher price. But they trust the brand, the company, and especially for us in P&G, that matters a lot. And it has proven that over time we are able to win the trust of our doctors, our consumers, because of the history which we have spanning over more than a century.
Where does compliance come in, and how do you ensure that compliance goals are met?
Absolutely. Compliance is the core of everything which we do. We have a mantra of globally and as part of our culture, across nationality, across geographies. We are present in more than 100 countries, but wherever you go in P&G, it's the one mantra of doing the right thing.
Yes.
And it's very simple because irrespective of crisis or any external challenge we face, everyone in the company knows, irrespective of whichever leadership you are or someone who is even joining the company, that you just need to follow on doing the right thing versus doing anything wrong.
Speaking of mantra, so do the right thing being P&G's mantra, is there a personal mantra that you follow in your life?
Yeah. Yes, actually it's the same, which is to continue focusing on giving your best, and irrespective of situations are tough or it's not tough, but follow the right path, because eventually you will get to your destination. You will come out of the VUCA world or the economic cycle. You will start growing.
What has been sort of a big motivational factor for you? Have you had mentors who have guided you along the way, and all the pieces of knowledge and information you're sharing now, are these things that you yourself have picked up over time, or has somebody kind of been with you, guiding you as well? I would love to know that. So curious how leaders get shaped into the leaders that they are today.
Great question. To be honest, none of these things I knew in the start. So I think I've been really helped through my mentors in career, both on personal and professional side. And even the professional mentors have helped me to shape my personal journey over the years. And I would say it is true for all the leaders.
Lokesh, thank you so much. There's been so much insight and input that you've shared with us today, and I'm sure there's so much more that we can learn from you. But slowly, as we come to a close of our wonderful brunch together, I would love to know from you, what is the advice that you would give to anyone who's looking to enter into the workforce now? As someone who has reached the position that you have, what is the advice that you would give?
So I would encourage everyone who is looking to play the long game to focus on learning fundamentals, the technical part of their job, and exposing themselves to different experiences, different areas, if possible, different geographies, working with different nationality. Because we live in a world today where everything is interconnected.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking in a call with someone in Philippines, to someone in US,
Yes.
and it works very differently with different cultures. You cannot use the same yardstick everywhere. And if you make those investments in the beginning part of your career, it will reap you with a lot of profits or rewards in the long term over career.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, that's all we have for you on this episode of Brunch with the CXO. It's been an absolute pleasure today talking to Lokesh Chandak, CFO, P&G Health, who's given us so much input and so much insights into what it means to be a top CFO in this country. Well, we have a lot more in store for you. So until next time, many thanks for watching.